You board the plane. Smiling crew. Overhead bins slamming shut. Passengers settling in. And then reality sets in. You're locked into a narrow seat. No space to stretch. Your knees brush the tray table. The cabin hums, lights dim, and hours stretch endlessly ahead. You shift. You turn. You try to rest. But sleep won't come. The air gets drier. Your back starts to ache. The person beside you is fast asleep, but you're wide awake, staring at the ceiling, silently counting the hours. Most people don't talk about this part of travel. They show the destinations, the highlights, the perfect airport outfits. But this is the real flight experience. And the truth? It doesn't have to be this way, because there's a smarter way to fly. A way to protect your body, your energy, and your sanity. 14 tricks, simple, proven, and real, that'll change how you travel forever. I've used them. I swear by them. And once you know them, you'll never fly the same again. You'll get 14 practical tips that make long-haul flights way easier. From what to pack, how to handle the airport, tricks to actually sleep on board, and what to do right after you land. Every second counts and every tip helps. If you've ever walked off a plane feeling wrecked, these tips are for you. 1. Bring a real neck pillow. You know what makes flights unbearable? Neck pain, especially on long-haul trips. Sitting upright for hours with no proper support messes with your posture fast. You start off fine, maybe scrolling through movies or listening to a podcast. But a few hours in, your head starts tilting, your neck gets stiff, and suddenly no position feels right. Now, you might have tried solving this with a cheap inflatable neck pillow from the airport shop. And if you have, you probably realized quickly it barely helps. It deflates too easily. It slides around. It offers no real support. Here's what you really need: a solid memory foam neck pillow. One that actually supports your head, cradles your neck, and holds its shape through the entire flight. Look for one with raised sides and a front buckle. That way, your head won't drop forward while you sleep. Some even come with a hood or built-in sleep mask, which makes things even better. And yes, it'll cost more than a flimsy inflatable. But think about it. If it helps you rest better, relax more, and avoid neck pain, it's worth every penny. It's not about luxury, it's about survival. And trust me, once you try it, you won't travel without it again. Tip 2. Use an inflatable footrest. Let's talk about your legs. When you sit on a plane for hours, your feet start to swell. Your knees ache. Your lower back starts to complain. And no matter how you adjust yourself, you can't quite get comfortable. That's because your feet are dangling. There's no support. Blood flow gets restricted, especially in economy where legroom is tight. But there's an easy fix. A compact, inflatable footrest. Packs flat, takes up no space, and inflates in under a minute. Once you're cruising, just slide it under the seat in front of you. It props your legs up just enough to reduce pressure and improve circulation. You can shift positions more easily, stretch your legs out, and feel far less tense during the flight. It's a game changer, especially on overnight flights or if you're traveling with kids. Even better, some models are height adjustable. So whether you're tall, short, or somewhere in between, you'll find a comfortable setup. And when you land, no stiff knees, no sore ankles, you'll actually feel human again. 3. Melatonin and a sleep mask. Here's the truth: airplane sleep is hard. Even if you're exhausted, your body's not in the right rhythm. The lights are on. People are moving. The person next to you might be watching a movie at full brightness. And then there's turbulence, or food service, or just plain discomfort. So how do you shut it all out? Simple. Bring 2 things: melatonin and a real sleep mask. Let's start with melatonin. It's a natural hormone your body produces to regulate sleep. Taking a small dose, like 1 to 3 milligrams, can help reset your internal clock, especially if you're flying across time zones. It doesn't knock you out like a sleeping pill, but it gently nudges your brain into sleep mode. Now pair that with a proper sleep mask, not the flimsy free one from the airline. Look for a contoured mask that blocks light fully but doesn't press against your eyelids. Some even have molded eye cups so you can blink freely. It should stay in place without being too tight or itchy. Together, this combo makes a real difference. You fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, And when you wake up, you don't feel groggy, you feel like you actually rested. It's one of the simplest ways to show up at your destination feeling ready to go instead of dragging through the first day. Tip 4. Stay hydrated. Here's something people overlook all the time: hydration. When you're flying, your body loses water faster than usual. The cabin air is dry, seriously dry, with humidity levels as low as 10%. That's drier than most deserts. No wonder you land feeling tired, foggy, or with a dull headache. So what's the fix? Drink water before, during, and after your flight. But timing is everything. Start hydrating early, like an hour before you head to the airport. Bring a refillable water bottle and top it up once you're past security. Most airports now have bottle refill stations. Use them. Now here's where people get it wrong. They pound coffee or grab a cocktail before takeoff. Tempting, sure, but both caffeine and alcohol are dehydrating. They'll dry you out, mess with your sleep, and make jet lag worse. Stick with water or herbal tea. Even electrolyte packets are a great idea. They help your body absorb water more efficiently. You don't have to chug a gallon, just sip regularly. A well-hydrated traveler is sharper, less cranky, and far more comfortable in the air. Still watching? Good. That means these tips are hitting home. If you're getting value from this, go ahead and click that like button. It's a small action that helps a lot. And if you want more real-world travel advice that actually works, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. No fluff, just what you need when you need it. Tip 5. Stretch before you board. You probably already know that sitting for long periods isn't great for your body. But how often do you stretch before you get on the plane? Here's the thing: once you're on board, space is limited. Even standing up fully is a challenge. So what you do before you board matters. Take 5 minutes, literally 5, to stretch out your legs, back, and shoulders. You don't need a yoga mat or a quiet corner. Just find a bit of space near the gate or along the terminal wall. Do some simple stretches: hamstring reach, shoulder rolls, calf raises. Even walking a few extra laps around the terminal helps loosen things up. It boosts circulation and reduces the risk of blood clots on longer flights. The payoff? You won't feel as stiff or sore mid-flight. And when you land, your body will thank you. It's a small habit with a big return. Tip 6. Eat smart before and during the flight. Let's talk about food. Because what and when you eat before a flight can totally affect how you feel in the air. Airplane meals are rarely satisfying. They're processed, loaded with sodium, and often served at weird times that don't match your natural eating schedule. So don't rely on them. Instead, plan ahead. Here's what works. Eat a light, balanced meal about an hour before boarding. Think lean protein, veggies, and complex carbs, something that fuels you without weighing you down. Skip greasy fast food at the terminal. It might feel comforting, but it can lead to bloating, indigestion, and fatigue once you're in the air. Then pack your own snacks. Healthy, portable options like trail mix, granola bars, dried fruit, or a banana go a long way. They give you control. No more waiting hours for the cart to roll by with mystery meat and a sad roll. And if you're someone who gets motion sickness or nausea, keep it simple. Dry snacks like crackers or pretzels help keep your stomach settled. Eating smart means you feel better during the flight and when you land. It's not just about what's easy, it's about what actually works. 7. Choose the right seat. It makes a big difference. Let's be honest, where you sit can make or break your flight experience. If you're booking last minute or just clicking whatever's available, you're gambling. And not in a fun way. The best move? Be strategic. If legroom is a priority, go for the exit row. It's a lifesaver, especially on long-haul flights. More space to stretch your legs, and you're less likely to feel boxed in. Want to sleep? Grab a window seat. You'll have a wall to lean on, and no one will wake you up to go to the bathroom. Just bring a hoodie or a travel pillow. Those windows can get cold. Prefer to get up often? Go for the aisle. You'll have the freedom to move without climbing over strangers. Perfect for those who like to stretch or need frequent bathroom breaks. Avoid the back row unless you love noise and seats that don't recline. The point is, don't leave it to chance. Your seat is your home for the next 5 to 10 hours. Make it work for you. 8. Move your body. You know that zombie feeling when you land? Stiff necks or back? legs that feel like concrete? That's what happens when you sit still for hours. The fix is simple: move your body regularly. Get up every 2 hours if you can. Walk the aisle. Stretch near the lavatory. Even a 2-minute stroll gets your blood flowing. If you're stuck in your seat, do ankle rolls, shoulder shrugs, or light stretches in place. It might look awkward, but your body will thank you. Not only does it reduce stiffness, but it lowers your risk of circulation problems, especially on longer flights. So next time you hear that seatbelt sign, turn off. Don't just scroll. Get up and move. Tip 9. Bring your own entertainment. Don't rely on the airline. In-flight boredom is real, and sometimes the seatback screen just doesn't cut it. Old movies, glitchy systems, or worst case, no screen at all. Don't take that risk. Download your own entertainment before takeoff. Load up on your favorite series, movies, audiobooks, or podcasts. Make a playlist. Bring a Kindle or your go-to travel book. The flight feels shorter when you're mentally somewhere else. And don't forget your charging cables or a power bank, especially if the plane doesn't have outlets. This is your backup plan for delays, layovers, and dead screens. Smart travelers never board empty-handed. Tip 10. Silence the noise literally. Here's a game changer. Noise-canceling headphones. If you fly more than once a year, they're worth the investment. Crying baby? Engine drone? That one guy who talks way too loud? Gone. Just flip the switch and relax. If headphones aren't your thing, pack earplugs. Simple, cheap, effective. Blocking out noise helps you sleep, lowers stress, and keeps you in your own zone. Pair it with a sleep mask, and you've just built yourself a portable cocoon. Travel isn't always peaceful, but your personal space can be. Tip 11. Rehydrate. Seriously, don't skip this. You've just stepped off the plane, maybe feeling groggy, maybe a little puffy, and probably dehydrated. That's normal. Cabin air is dry, really dry, and hours of flying without enough water takes a toll. The fix? Start drinking water immediately after landing. Not coffee, not soda, just water. Your body needs it to reset, especially if you're heading into a new time zone. It helps fight fatigue, improves circulation, and even supports your immune system, which matters when you've been trapped in a pressurized tube full of strangers. So find the nearest water fountain or grab a bottle at the airport. Make hydration your first move. Tip 12. Don't nap. Stay awake until local bedtime. I know. You're exhausted. The bed looks amazing. The temptation is real. But here's the truth. If you nap right after landing, you're making jet lag worse. Your internal clock is already confused. Giving in to sleep before the local bedtime only throws it further out of sync. Instead, push through the day. Get fresh air. Stay busy. Keep moving. If you really can't stay awake, set a timer and keep the nap short, 20 to 30 minutes max. But ideally, stay up until your destination's bedtime. Do that on day 1, and you'll adjust faster than most people do in 3. Jet lag isn't just about the flight, it's about the choices you make after landing. 13. Moisturize your skin. Just flew through a desert. Here's something people don't talk about enough. Air travel wrecks your skin. The air on planes has less humidity than the Sahara. So if you've landed with dry hands, chapped lips, or flaky skin, you're not imagining it. That's why you should always pack a hydrating moisturizer and lip balm in your carry-on. The moment you land, use them. Takes 30 seconds, and it can make you feel human again. Your skin is your first line of defense. Treat it well, especially after a flight. And if you've got a long layover or a connecting flight, reapply. Small habit, big difference. Tip 14. Step outside. Let natural light reset your system. Here's a pro tip that doesn't cost anything. Get outside as soon as possible. Sunlight is the most natural way to reset your circadian rhythm. It signals your brain that it's time to be awake and alert even if your body's still catching up. So don't go straight to bed or stay holed up in a hotel room. Go for a walk. Sit in a cafe. Snap a few photos of your new surroundings. Breathe in the local air. Feel the energy of the place. Even 20 minutes outdoors can help ease that foggy jet lag feeling and help you start your trip on the right foot. Because nothing says, "I've arrived," like soaking in your first dose of real daylight. So, Let me ask you, what's your must-have survival tip for long flights? Something that's saved your sanity at 35,000 feet? Drop it in the comments. I'm always on the lookout for new tricks. Seriously, I might even try yours on my next trip, or feature it in an upcoming video. What works for other travelers? So, let's bring it all together. The next time you're staring down a long-haul flight, don't just wing it. Think ahead. A few smart moves can seriously upgrade your entire experience. Start with your packing. Comfort items like a real neck pillow, footrest, and sleep aids aren't luxuries. They're lifesavers. At the airport, hydrate smart, stretch your body, and skip the heavy meals. It's about prepping your body to handle hours in the air. In flight, choose your seat wisely, keep your body moving, and don't underestimate the power of good entertainment and noise-canceling headphones. And once you land, recover the right way. Drink water, fight the urge to nap, take care of your skin, and get outside into the sunlight. These aren't just random tips. They're habits that make every flight smoother. You'll land feeling better, move faster, and actually enjoy your first day instead of dragging through it. So the next time you board a flight, you'll know exactly what to do. If you found these travel tips helpful, go ahead and hit that like button. It really helps the channel. And if you want more travel hacks like this to make your flights and vacations way easier, make sure to subscribe. Oh, and don't forget to turn on those notifications. You won't want to miss out on my upcoming travel guides. Thanks so much for watching. And as always, safe travels.